Welcome back to Swanky Disc Golf. Over the past almost 4 years now, we've had the awesome privilege of reviewing and throwing so many discs, more than we can count. And we figured since today is a very cold and rainy day, it's a great day for a little disc collection tour. We're not gonna go over our entire disc collection, of course.
That would be
crazy. We just brought some highlights. I'm sure you don't wanna see all of my DX AVRs, but we brought some highlights, and we're also gonna count down my top 5 most expensive discs that I own, and Reed's top 5. Spoiler, Reed's are gonna be more expensive than mine. But we're gonna jump into it, and we're actually gonna start off with giving you a little tour of some accessories. We got some bags, some shoes, and stuff like that. I brought a bunch of bags, because I've collected a few now.
Let's see the bags.
Yeah. All right, going through bags first. This one is our latest on the agenda to review. It's called a Star Frame bag, and it's actually sick. Reminds me kind of the Squatch lure in the size. It's even got cooler pocket over here, like removable cooler pocket, but it's got a water bottle holder, which the Squatch lure doesn't. It's got like pencil holders. It's got a bottle opener on the strap, which kind of crazy,
So
kind of
fun.
wild. So you can open your glass soda bottles.
Yeah, your glass soda bottles.
Star Frame bag is sick. And then I do have this Drew Gibson Squatch lure bag. This thing is sick. This is one of my favorite bags I've ever laid eyes on. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's so durable. Incredible. That's all I
You
can
use
say.
it. That thing looks brand new.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
We,
it's really
we have a
impressive,
review
actually.
of it on the review channel. Super sick bag. This is the big bag of my bunch, the Upper Park Rebel. All of these discs are giveaway discs from Discmas, and they're gonna be being shipped out very soon. If you guys didn't know, we give away a lot of discs on this channel, so be sure to subscribe for future giveaways. But Upper Park Rebel is probably my favorite big bag. Like, as far as like the really big bags that carry up to like 30 discs go, I love the Rebel sick bag.
Jude's got so many bags right now. It's
Okay.
insane.
And my current primary bag in the rotation that I use most often is the Renew Eco Pack. I really just like the look of it. I love the recycled billboard look of it. And also, everything's so simple. I'm a simple guy. It's got simple storage. It holds the amount of discs that I need, and it looks cool. I like it.
I have my Squatch here.
Yeah,
And
it's got the big boy.
we just got these in. This is the Calvin Heimberg Legend 3.0. This thing's insane. Like Luke was talking about the Renew bags. I've been using that for a while. This came in and I've been testing it lately, and the storage on this is unbelievable. I think it might be
Pocket is cheap.
unparalleled. This is a 2 water bottle pocket. It's a little bit strange how it can be not a water bottle pocket, you can close, but it's got room for both my water bottles in there. It's got the cooler pocket, the phone pocket, and then these big side pockets that hold all of my stuff. And I've got 26 discs in here because I just threw one in the lake yesterday. So I normally carry 27, 20 in the main compartment with plenty of room, 1 glitch right here, and then 6 in the putter pocket. So it's huge.
All right, next up is we want to shout out the new shoes that we've been rocking lately.
Yes,
we got
dude.
some idiosyncrasies. I got these Miami Dolphin color ones. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but they are, and they're sick, and I'm a big Dolphins fan.
Bounces left into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
You can even see that my orange doesn't look orange. All right, there we go.
There you go.
There we go.
I've actually been loving these. They're super comfortable. They're so grippy, super nice. For me, let me show you my previous disc golf shoe.
Omnidirectional tread.
This is the disc golf shoe that I was using before. You might be able to see that hole right there. This is the result of every shoe that I've ever used playing
Yikes.
disc golf. I have a really bad toe drag on my forehands, especially, and the toe guards on these has been a lifesaver. I'm not gonna have to buy another pair of shoes for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Super grippy, super comfortable. Been loving them.
But yeah, guys, I mean, I started wearing these just in my daily life to break them in, and I just played my first round in them, and they are really nice. The round, it was cold and early morning, so it tested that like wet, frosted ground feel. These things stay dry. Like, I was wearing Terex's before, the waterproof R3 Terex's before, and these are coming in cheaper than those, have like just the same amount of like waterproof feel. Like I was dry the whole round. They didn't feel heavy like my Terexes do, but they also feel warm, which is really nice in the cold weather.
All right, now let's get into some disc collection. Like I said, we're gonna count down my top 5 most expensive, his top 5 most expensive as we go along. So here are just some of my favorite discs that I think I only throw 1 or 2 of these at the moment. These 3 all kind of go together. This is our only ever custom released discs that we ever did. We did it through Foundation Disc Golf. We did an MVP drop of a Glitch, Envy, and Hex. And they all say stay swanky. They turned out beautiful. Thank you so much to everyone who copped them. The Glitches and the Hexes ran out pretty quick. The Envies went a little slower. But these Prism Plasma Envies are crazy.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They fly legitimately farther than most mid-ranges. We have this Captain's Raptor. This is just in here because I love this thing, and it doesn't come out until January. I highly recommend it.
It's beautiful.
In our podcast, we are currently competing to see who wins this. We did a pick'ems for the year.
Going to be me.
Yeah, we're gonna see who wins that because we all loved it so much. Also, just a couple cool discs. Big shout out to Dakota from Overthrow for dyeing this. This is one of my favorite discs ever because of the Arcanine dye. It's my favorite Pokemon. Also, I lost this disc. Don't have my name and number on it because I don't know. I just
He
don't
doesn't
like
write his name and number on discs.
I don't know why. Hilarious, somebody found it, wrote their name on it. I won't show you, but somebody found it, wrote their name on it, and then traded it to a friend who I was at a league with, and I just heard him talking to another friend, and he was like, dude, I traded somebody for the coolest disc I've ever seen. And I just overheard, and I looked over, and he's like, look at this thing. And I was like, dude, that's my disc. So I traded him a disc for my disc since he traded a disc for it. So got it back.
Shout out to everyone involved in getting that back
great.
to Luke. Wow.
Still has somebody's name on it. I'll have to get that off of there. That's funny. I need help with this one. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's sick. I'm pretty sure it's a honey. And if I'm not mistaken, I've seen a lot of hype around these actually. I've seen people looking for them. If I'm correct, Clash Discs sent us this disc when they first started as a company.
Yeah.
It has no embossment.
Dude, there's nothing on
it
here
at all. Completely blank. It's metal flake and it feels like a honey. Pretty sure it's a completely blank, unembossed prototype honey. And I've seen people like in collectors' pages looking for them. I'm
Dude,
pretty
these
sure
disc collectors will convince themselves that this disc is the only way they can throw 500 feet.
That's true. It's probably true.
It's this run.
But that's a really cool disc, and we love Clash Discs. They're an awesome company, and I recommend every single one of their discs.
I didn't know you had that. That's really cool.
Yeah, that one's sick. Couple other cool ones, and then I have my number 5 on my most expensive list. This is a Berg. It's very special because it says, I'll think about that tomorrow. I have more important things on my mind now. I love that quote. I use this in my Berg tournament, my Berg only tournament. So this is a very special Berg to me. Not because of how it flies, just because of the sentimentality. That's it. This is a double stamped Greek coin, Onyx. Absolutely sick. This is a Cloudbreaker Link, I think. Yeah, this is a Cloudbreaker Link with the Wonder Bread stamp, and I picked this up at our tour at Discmania. So this is a special disc to me just because got it from the warehouse, fresh off the shelf, and just a fun meme there. And then my number 5 most expensive disc is actually this, it looks like a full tilt, because it is a full tilt, but it's in finish. It's actually a Tay Stilty.
Tay Stilty.
Which, yeah, you can tell us how badly we pronounce that, but it's a Finnish full tilt. They didn't release a lot of these. I don't know if there's a huge market for them, but I've seen people sell them for like over $50. So that's a pretty cool disc, and that's my number 5 most expensive disc.
I got some fun stuff. I'm gonna start with this, like what Luke started with is the Swanky collection, and what I have here is just every run of discs we have ever done for a tournament. So we only have the one run that we just did to sell, but this is our first tournament disc, and we went on to do lots more tournament discs. And as you can see, this is the Stay Swanky run we did with Foundation. And we went all the way through so many tournaments.
Those are all beautiful.
And I managed to keep one from all the tournament runs that we've done. So those are really special to me. But especially this first one, this is a Lone Star MIDI, and it's actually beautiful, this halo.
Yeah, that's crazy. It literally looks like Orbit plastic.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
But it's Lone Star, yeah.
The difference is in the plastic, you know what I'm saying? So those are really special to me. And then two more that are really special is this is from the Super Bowl Scramble. This is a Keystone. This is from the early 2021, and this is my first ever tournament that I played in. I started playing disc golf well before this, but I wasn't into tournaments. And this was a 3-man scramble tournament. Shout out to Daniel and Micah. You've seen Micah on the channel. He was one of my partners for that. And then this is a zone from the Etowah Mud Swap. This is the first tournament that I won. Also in 2021. Apparently I was sandbagging in MA3 back then.
But it's your first tournament you played.
Yeah, it was my first singles tournament, and I did win it. So shout out to Etowah for being attainable for someone that can't throw very far. My last 5, like, pricing is a little bit funky on these, but I am pretty sure based on recent sales that this is the least valuable of my top 5, and this is a 4-claw zone. This one's used, but brand new. These are topping out at like $130. This one would probably go for like $100 brand new, just because people don't like green in the collector scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is a backup to the one that I have in my bag somewhere. This one's definitely not as valuable as this one because this one's got my writing just all over it. I mean, I've aced twice with this, so it's like it's been written up. But this is my backup that I bought as soon as I aced with this one.
These are some highlights that I actually bagged. Most recently, the Nightstone. This thing is incredible. Neo FD, the FD, one of the original most incredible discs ever for beginners especially. But the FD is,
that's right.
I feel like their most famous mold. Got this UV zone with the Winter Sunset stamp.
Pretty
had to buy this, had to wait in line for a long time for it at USDGC. This, shout out to the Foundation monthly box. This is a 150 gram Leopard 3.
That's sick.
It's crazy, so flippy, so lightweight. And they did an incredible job with this artwork and design. And then I have my next most expensive disc, and it would be more expensive if it was new, but this is a Cloudbreaker 2. In my opinion, the best run of DD3 ever to date. They're doing a really good job now with like the swirly S-line stuff too, but these were like bubble rimmed Innova DD3s, and they're just a little bit more flippy, a little bit better for amateurs. And this thing's beat to shreds. It's incredible. I absolutely love this disc. I throw it constantly. If it was new, I've seen them go for upwards of $150. Might be more, might be less now that Eagle McMahon has left. I don't know, we'll see what the market does. But that is my number 4 most expensive disc.
And then I'm gonna do one of my valuable discs just like Luke's. Mine is in a bag because it is brand new. And it is
You're
a
so
Cloudbreaker
missing out,
2.
Those things fly so good.
I did have one that I was throwing for a while, but I sold that. And I've had this one since, I bought this day of release. So I've had it since day of release. And
dude, that was when releases were crazy. I have
awesome.
vivid memories of like, you could not buy it online. It was impossible. Yeah. I was calling local shops near me.
Yep, I got this from a local stop.
I had to like reserve one at a local shop. It was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, these things are beautiful. And like Luke said, I have personally sold them for upwards of $120. So the most recent sale I found was $130. So there you go, $130, brand new.
This one's crazy. This one looks so regal.
Yeah.
It looks like a piece of marble that just got chiseled out.
It does, looks beautiful,
It's crazy. I'll have to do a close up of that. But Flex Before Discmas, that was a super fun one. This one's actually from Beaver Ranch. We just recently, you guys can watch the video if you want. It's a DX polecat, but they have
sick.
really cool plastic. That tournament was so hard, by the way. We played Golds at Beaver Ranch, which is the #1 rated course in Colorado. And we have a Denver vlog if you want to check that out. That was just a super memorable tournament. And this disc is crazy. It's a DX beautiful polecat. I have this, which I famously thought was a Heat. I think somebody told me it was a Heat.
Famously.
And we reviewed it as a Heat, and I was like, this is like not as understable as a Heat, and that's because it's a Surge SS, and you can kind of see that there. But I got this as a prize for winning a doubles tournament, my first and only MA1 win. Shout out to Andrew Thorne for being a great doubles partner.
Hey.
And we shot 16 under. It was great at Yahula. And this is from the Maine State Championships. This is a pre-release Pathfinder.
That's sick.
This was the year that Maine State Championships was a Silver Series event. Thought Space Athletics is out of Maine, so they sort of tested the waters of the Pathfinder and did a pre-release in those player packs. Garrett Gerthy won this year. Super sick.
The Pathfinder people are crazy, and I bet that's worth a lot.
We're almost done. We're about to get into the really good stuff. This box, I'm not gonna go through all the discs in this box, but this is just a box of giveaway discs specifically. We have multiple boxes of just giveaway discs, but all of these are going to our members this upcoming year. We give away one disc every single month to our channel members. If you want to be entered into that for just 99 cents a month, you can hit the join button down below. You get exclusive content, you get emotes and badges, and a monthly giveaway. These two discs are actually going to Instagram. One of them is anyways. Gave away this on Instagram. So like I said, we give away discs everywhere all the time, but these ones are for members. Just go over a couple highlights. We have a double stamped Razor Claw 2 in here. We got an Addicts, we got a Katrina Island Sail. We have, this is crazy. This is an Escape actually, which I didn't realize. I love the Escape. This might have to come out of the box.
Whoops,
got a Ranger, got a Big Z Malta. We got some really good stuff in here going to our channel members this upcoming year. So yes, be sure to join.
For just 99 cents a month.
99 cents a month, less than a cup of coffee. Good.
Less than 10 cups.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, for real.
Wait, I said that wrong.
Yeah. Speaking of coffee, we're filming this at our favorite coffee shop, Tradewind. Where are we?
We're in Decula.
We're in Decula, Georgia, Tradewind.
Come check us out.
Shop. This is where we film when it's raining. Okay, this is my box of really fun discs. Almost all of these are in bags for one reason or another. I've got some, I've got some cool stuff in here. This is an Isaac Robinson World Champion A2. These things are sick. This is some of the best work I've ever seen Prodigy do on the design wise. I'm never really gonna throw an A2, that's why it's still in the bag, but it's absolutely sick. Can't wait for this to be a 2-time A2 next year. And then we have my next most expensive disc, which is this OG Orange Get Freaky Zone.
That's sick.
Signed by Brody Smith. Brand new, this would potentially sell for over $100 with a Brody Smith signature. That would be sick. But I use this ever since the day it came out. And the signature from Brody, which I got at Creators Cup, was starting to wear off. So I decided it was time to replace it with the UV. But this, I love this zone. Maybe I'll bring it out of retirement someday.
There was a time in that zone's life when it was probably the most valuable disc on the table. Like there was a time when the Orange Get Freakies were going for insane numbers.
It's crazy. They're super hard to find. This one could be worth a lot with the Brody signature, and I have video of Brody Smith throwing this over a football field.
That's true, yeah.
Got it on video.
He threw it so far. I'll show you my Isaac Robinson Flex disc. This is his MVP Tesla from when he was sponsored by MVP. So many people don't know that he ever was sponsored by MVP. That's why it's my Flex disc. But his stamp with MVP was so sick. That's my Isaac Robinson Flex disc. At one point, I was an avid Luna collector, so I have so many like brand new and really valuable Lunas. The Luna collector market has fallen off a cliff. If you were heavily invested in Lunas, I'm so sorry. Luckily, I'm super in the green on Lunas. Yeah, that's true, buy in now. But I wanted to highlight this beautiful 2020 Tour Series one. So this particular Luna is super fun for me because I traded something like nominal to Nick for this disc. And since doing that, it's become like this is beautiful, like glittery, and at one point was super valuable. Like probably could have sold it for $80, $90 at its height, but I was throwing it instead. Another brand new one. This is my last brand new one that I'm gonna highlight, but this is the Sky God 3. This was Simon's most popular signature run at Discmania, and the
Sky God 3 was the best.
The 3 was the best of and the most sought after of the Sky Gods. All 4 of them. This is the only one in color glow plastic. This doesn't look like it's color glow. It looks like standard glow, but the run of this was in color glow. And these are worth between $100 and $130 as well, brand new. And I'm thinking they're only gonna get more valuable the further that Simon is removed from Discmania. These were money flyers, and he bagged them for a long time.
Yeah. Okay, what I'm gonna do is go through, I have a small collection of signed discs. So while we're talking the Brody Smith signature here, we have a Vino Makala signed A2 that Prodigy sent us. Prodigy Spectrum plastic is actually incredible.
It's off the chain.
It feels great. Yeah, I love Spectrum plastic. Super sick. Vino, awesome player. This is a super random one, but I got this signed by Greg Barsby at USDGC once because he was there. Super OG.
There it is.
Not as OG as the MVP disc, but pretty close. Signed. Got this signed, I think right before he went off on tour. The first year.
Yeah.
F3. F3 is super cool, and it actually flies great. We got a signed Robbie C. Pig. The mint green was my favorite color of Pig that he put out. The owl stamp, incredible. I really want to build a collection of signed discs. I just think it's cool. I need to get all of these signed. And then we have a Miss Frisbee signed disc from Chantel and Chris Underwood.
Hashtag Chris Underwood.
But then my next most expensive disc is actually, surprisingly, this money. I mean, it has literal money in it, so.
There you go.
It's worth a lot of
money.
Face
It's
value.
so money.
No, I've seen them selling on eBay. I don't think they've really sold yet, but people are trying to charge close to $100 for these, which I think is kind of crazy, but they only made 200 of them. So rarity is there. This is number 124 out of 220. And I got the Winter Sunset stamp, which is my favorite stamp.
All right, I'll go ahead. I've just got a couple for you here to highlight some of like the not quite as expensive stuff in my Discmania collection. This is old school Innova Discmania stuff. So I have Innova made Discmania stuff. I have this Night Strike 2. I left all my Night Strike 3s at home, but I have a bunch of them. But this one was in the bag for a while. This is really beat up because it was in the bag for a while, but these Night Strike 2s are super sought after because they are overstable runs of FDs, which people really loved about them. Like they have the hand feel of an FD, but they flew more like an FD2. And then this is a beat up Crowned Eagle that was never in the bag. And I actually have a brand new Crowned Eagle at home that I didn't bring, but they're not that valuable anymore anyway. But these were at one time like one of the most valuable Discmania discs, and so money. They are so money flyers, dead straight MD3s, and you can't, like, a common theme in all of these is like color glow Innova plastic is so good. Like that is one of my favorite plastics out there. So, and then I'll finish with my second most valuable disc, and it's another 4-claw, but this is a Buzz. A 4-claw Buzz. This one is beat up, but these they really start around $115 and can get up to $500, but this one's not getting anywhere near that because after about $150, it's all about how it looks, like what the swirls are doing and the patterns and all the foils, whatever. This one's probably worth like $150 brand new because of the halo. But yeah, not in this condition.
Down to I sort of went out of order here, I think, off of, like, these are just my 5 random most expensive discs. And this I intend to give away at some point or another for something, maybe 100,000 subscribers or something like that. It's not the most valuable disc in the world. I think it will gain value over time because supposedly, we'll see what happens, because it's interesting that they're not on the market anymore. Like, where do you, I don't know, but it's a tilt. It is a first run tilt. It's not like a first run tilt. You know what I mean? It didn't come in the mystery box.
Yeah, those like crazy
but it's the
first run
EXO hard vapor.
Yeah.
Like first run stamp tilt. And the tilt just like is what our channel was built off of, is goofing around with the
That's right.
tilt. And we love Discmania, we love Simon Lizotte, we love the tilt. This is an incredible disc. Also see these, especially first runs, going for closer to $100, especially now. Simon's gone. Supposedly they're not gonna make them anymore. I feel like they've got to come back in some way.
They've got to. They can't stop making the
There's such a
tilt.
demand for them.
Okay, my number one, again, I did kind of go in order of value. So my number one is actually in my bag all the time. It has been since I bought it. One of the longest standing discs in my bag is this Night Strike 1. And these, I saw a sale on the Facebook page recently for $170 for a brand new one of these.
That's crazy.
There are so few of them out there brand new. That I'm saying if it was brand new, it'd be worth that much. There are so few of these brand new out there left, and they are so sought after for their dead straight flight and the plastic feel, and their consistency. It's so funny because Nate Perkins is not a super popular pro. He doesn't even play anymore. But this run of discs has continued to stay valuable, and this disc is my favorite disc that I own, and my most valuable. And I promise to never remove it from my bag as long as I own it.
That's the video, guys. Let us know in the comments what your favorite disc is. What is the cool disc that you have in your collection or would like to have in your collection? And we will see you guys in the next one. Stay swanky.